of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Vols ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second and long here. Here's a give to Frazier. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. Had to force that one.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been...
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Rolled his way into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Left side, it's Davis. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Plows through the defense. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got some green grass. Breaks into the open. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. Got the back over the middle.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, going to throw it. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. Wide open, he makes the catch. All the way. Touchdown, Volunteers.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Crosses the 30. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff for Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback changing the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Keep. Go.
Wants to go up top on second down. Deep throw off his back foot. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. He's already thrown one pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow, and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Vols will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Trying to fight his way through that tackle when he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on 1st down. Holds on, it's Davis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Got him down the field. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires into the end zone. Caught. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Baylor taking on the BYU Cougars. And it's the Bears in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Making the adjustment on the play.
Sweep. Q. Right. Bubba. Rock. Slide.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Frazier again. Runs through the tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Right at the line. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Booster! Move! Go!
Gonna run it. It's Bishop. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Work. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Frazier again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the one down. He goes at the 39. How about this free safety just being a football player and going and making the tackle?
Just playing free, right? Just floating around. He wasn't designed to blitz, but did a good job seeing the quarterback, going to him, getting him on the ground, and getting the sack.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Making the adjustment. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Swapped immediately.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Left side is Staley. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Johnson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Vols! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point in the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation. The offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turn.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some...
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! to 5. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Matthews. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snap in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Offense in an empty set. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really
good game, man. Good
they
game.
weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,
Ooh.